Welcome everyone. This is going to be the horoscope for September. And before I get into that, I'm going to shuffle and pull a few cards out for the weekly. They're so close together that I didn't put up a weekly horoscope. So let's just find out what this week has in store for you, mixed in with all the messages that came out for September. And it's not a reversal. And it's another major card in tarot. I mean, look at this. We have 4 of them. It's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then now 5 with that. That's a victory card. It tells you to be courageous right now. Things will pay off. Also, the infinity sign is tied with this. Look at her. She's taming things. She's patient. It tells you things will come to fruition. They will come together. Be patient, hold on. This is only a victory card, and it's giving you accolades for your bravery and everything. You could be walking away from something, and that's tied in with this right here, especially this 5. You've emotionally outgrown something. This can be a job, a relationship. You've just realized maybe with this 8, this infinity sign, you're breaking some patterns, some cycles in your life. This can be someone stubborn, sulky, they don't appreciate you. It's time for you to put some space between you and that person. And this could be what this card is right here. This can be a very frustrating person. It can also indicate you maybe being a little stubborn about something. The Queen of Cups shows you that you're very sensitive. Inside right now, you kind of don't show that to everybody though. It can also represent a motherly figure, a supportive friend, support that's in your life right now. Also just a mother that deeply, deeply cares about her children. She kind of doesn't want them to ever move away from home, you know, that kind of family unit. She loves to keep everyone close, but it is emotional support this week. Also showing you very sensitive, but you're not letting others see that. This card tells you to express your feelings. Don't be uncomfortable with telling people how you feel. But it's a victory card right there. You're going to overcome, come through whatever it is this week. Put space between you and this person that looks like it's an energy robber, a sucker. You may be holding yourself in place in your life right now. If this is a relationship, kind of waiting for someone to change. And remember, you can't change anyone. You can only change yourself. And maybe you're just moving on to a new job, something like that. But you're in a good position. September is an amazing month. And look at all these major cards. It's crazy. There's 5 of them. The infinity sign tells you it's time to break a repeating pattern, a cycle, things like that. It also tells you don't give up. The way you're handling things in your life right now is going to bring you victory. I mean, look at her. She's taming the lion with her hands. It says everything, and she's accomplishing it. So let's get into September. You got her with you. Things are going good. The Star card, the Fool card, the Midas Touch, everything good here. Where we want to start off at, this King of Swords can be someone kind of difficult. They like things their way. And I also want to say there's nothing I can do. All my neighbors are outside. It's the weekend. I can hear a bunch of things, dogs barking. Please ignore that. There's nothing I can do. People are just enjoying what we have left of this summer. So forgive me if you hear any dogs or mowers or whatever. I can hear so many people outdoors. This can be someone in your life. They're the boss. They like things run their way. A lot of times it will represent a boss, someone in the military, law enforcement, something like that. They like things organized. They like structure. They're kind of stubborn. When this person shows their love, they are an acts of service person, not so much emotional. They show their love through what they do for you, fixing your car, things like that. But they can be difficult to deal with. And sometimes they can be really hard because they don't show affection through like words or hugs. They're just not good at it. It's a difficult person, but they support you. So it can be a relationship, it could be a job, but it is shown this month as someone supporting you, a male that's supportive. But when we kind of mix it all up with everything else, it looks like you might need to put up some boundaries with this person. You may be going through some issues with this person. You're working through something. There's some challenges there. It's going to be okay. You're going to overcome it. So let's talk about the rest of this. For September, you have the Midas Touch, an increase in finances. You could receive a promotion, something of that nature. Once again, and these cards keep coming out, over the year, you're going to see increases in your finances. You could get promoted. This is everything good. Look at him. He has everything. He probably couldn't even get up out of that chair if he wanted to because he's just got so much gold and everything he wants. He's a beautiful soul. Anything you do this month is going to work out. That's what the King of Pentacles is. You have the Midas Touch. Don't forget about that. And he tells you just to go for it. Something new is coming in with one pentacle. Then we have the Fool card, which keeps coming out over and over and over again. Follow your heart. Trust yourself. You're holding yourself in place for some reason. This can be that you're too worried about what people think about you, being judged for something, people telling you you're foolish or you're worried you're going to look foolish. The Fool card's like, you got to do this. You got to go for you. You got to start doing the things that you want to do. You're here for your own purpose. It's not to be like everyone else. Trust yourself. You have the knowledge. You have the wisdom. Take baby steps, but really start following the path that where it lights you up on the inside. That's how you make your choices about your next step. Does it feel good? If it doesn't, rethink it. And I know we all have responsibilities. There's things that we do have to do in this lifetime. But this is really about you. It's a big deal in tarot. A number 0 or a number 22. And 22 tells you that there needs to be balance. Something is imbalanced in your life. And you need to put that balance back and you need to follow your heart. And look, you got the King of Pentacles with you. The 5 of Cups. Fives always show changes. You're going through some changes. We have it next to the Hierophant. That's a number 5 in tarot, a major card. It shows you're very spiritually connected. And when I say spiritually connected, that can be church, that can be yoga, it can be meditation, it can be whatever it is for you. Whatever it is, church, it doesn't matter. You have that connection. You could be reaching out for guidance right now. Maybe you're going through something. You could be going to counseling, reaching out to someone for mentorship, just working through things, asking questions about your spirituality. Maybe there's, you're attending a class or you're looking on YouTube. You're just kind of digging for answers around spirituality. It's showing that structure is coming into your life. That's this card, but you may be going through some changes. Walking away from relationships, jobs, friendships. Something's kind of out of whack right now, but it's going to be put back into balance. You see this guy right here? This is a psychological process in tarot. We don't really know what he's doing, if he's crying, if he's just taking a moment. He's lost something. 3 cups are down, but 2 are still up. Indicating there's balance there. Give yourself time, grieve, whatever it is, the change that doesn't feel good, something is there. You're walking away from something. It can be a difficult person. It can be that you've put up boundaries. It can be a job. It can be a move. It can be whatever. But you move on, and this card is all about a new chapter. You give yourself time to grieve this month, and you move on because something amazing is coming in. Now, a long-term snapshot of the Hierophant, marriage, travel, structure, you rising up to a different position, you landing in your purpose of being part of the spiritual community or doing things, a motivational teacher, yoga teacher, anything. This card indicates there's something there and you're meant to do something really big and the pieces will just kind of fall into place around your life. It's an absolutely amazing card. You have structure. The Hierophant too is it lines up with the Fool card that we have in here because this card tells you you can't just follow everyone else because that's what everyone else is doing. You have to find out what works for you. You have to question everything to define yourself, to know your beliefs, what you believe in. This card indicates you could blindly follow because that's what everyone else is doing. And that's why it's next to the Fool. It's telling you, no, no, no. You have to question things. You have to do what you want to do. Find your own definition of things. Find your own truth. But there's structure. Then look at what we have over here, the Star card and this card. You have to put up boundaries now. You have to stand up for yourself. It's going to be a fight that's worth it. But this card comes out when people may be taking advantage of you, things like that. And we have that Four of Cups that was in here. You have to put up lines and boundaries in your relationships. It's going to be a fight that's worth it. It's going to pay off. Look at him. He's up on the hill. Nobody can even get to him. But it's really time for you to set boundaries. Don't let people walk across your lines anymore. And this is happening, and it's keeping you out of balance. You have the Four of Cups, which shows you can have a difficult energy around you right now. Someone that maybe they just don't appreciate you. They take you for granted. They might walk on you, things like that. And that's what this is telling you. Put some space there. It's time to break these repeating patterns with this number 8 and stand your ground. And around whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You just have to do this now. The Star card. This Star card comes out when you have people that have crossed over that are by your side. The Star card indicates you're being pulled to your passion, your purpose, a new position. You could have a spotlight moment this month, rising to fame. It's a fame card in tarot. It also shows you may need to put a little bit of time into balancing your chakras. Things could be out of alignment. This is an absolutely amazing card. And when we see all these major cards that are coming out for September, what this reading is telling you, this is going to be with you, this energy all year. You're being pulled into a new position, a beautiful position, your purpose, your passion, where you're supposed to be. You're going to be on the right path. But what you need to do is stand your ground, put up your own boundaries. Don't worry so much about what everyone else thinks. Quit worrying about that. It's time to do you. You do these things, you stand your ground, you quit letting people take advantage of you. Don't think you can change people. You need to walk away sometimes from situations. You follow your own light right now. Believe in yourself. Trust yourself that you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, you have the answers. You're being pulled into this amazing new position, and your life is going to be in a completely different place. Have courage. Go forward. You have the Midas touch this month. Something new is coming in. It's going to be an amazing September.